So 6 or 7 years ago, let me go back to, after I recovered, I decided that my calling in life would be to help people learn to move again and teach people how to move. And I started to work with people who had strokes at the beginning and people who had Parkinson's. And my challenge is how can I keep them strong? You know, they were losing muscle to atrophy. They couldn't work out enough to build up strength. And there was a dilemma there. So my wife found kybun, and we looked into this kybun mat, and it turned out to be an amazing tool. So we got the mats and we started to practice, and I started to realize that with this tool, we could now teach people how to find their balance, number one. Number two, how to get their muscles strong when they couldn't really do a lot of exercise. So that's how I came to start using the kybun mat. So I guess it's best to get right into it now and just start showing you as we go.
And Joe, that's yes. I just would like to add that the kybun mat and the kybun shoes, the soles of the kybun shoes are made out of the same material, so you have the same effect on the mat or with wearing the shoes.
Thank you. And that's an important thing, because I started out with the mat, and because that's what I was doing. I was helping people with the mat. And eventually, my wife got the shoes, and then I got the shoes, and the shoes are exactly like working on the mat all the time. So let me tell you, why this thing is so important. When I introduce this mat to a client, I introduce it as a postural training tool. I tell them that it's a kybun mat, but I tell them that it's a postural training tool. And what does that mean? It means that the muscles that keep you straight, your posture, are the muscles that are going to atrophy. And those are the ones that are going to affect your posture. And your posture is going to then affect your back. You wind up with back pains, and then you wind up with balance problems. So your posture is really, really critical. And because I devised a way to interpret where the body was balance-wise on the mat, because of my practice with Qigong and on learning about the functions of the body and how they're balanced, I was able to translate that into use of the mat where I could teach anybody to know if they were in balance by standing on the mat, just standing there. So if you are standing on the floor right now, stand on the floor, and you can try this on your floor. It won't work like the mat, but you can at least experience what we're talking about now. If you think about the bottom of your foot as a triangle, your heel bone is a spot the size of a quarter. Your big toe, right behind it on the base of the foot, is a spot the size of a quarter. And right behind the little toe is a spot the size of a quarter. Okay, we're going to make all three of those spots even. I want those two spots in the front and the one spot on the heel to be balanced 50% of your weight. And then I want the one behind the little toe and the big toe balanced 50-50. So when you have that triangle balanced on the floor, on those three spots, then your body is in balance. Now think about it for a second and bring your head forward and feel how the weight just went to the front of your foot. Now pick your head up and feel how the spots went back into balance. If you lift your chin up and your eyes up, you'll feel the weight goes towards the back of the foot. Be careful when you do that, because you can tip over easily. And then bring your head back to neutral. So now you have just learned how to feel when you're in balance. Now if you're leaning forward and you feel more weight on the front of the foot, your back muscles are engaged to hold you up so you don't fall down. If you are leaning backwards and your shoulders are back, then the muscles in the front of the body are engaged all the time. And those people have indigestion problems and digestion problems because these muscles are all tight all the time. So your posture can affect your digestion if you lean back. It can affect your back problems. you lean forward. So now that you have those spots on the bottom of the feet, and if you've been doing this on your carpet or on your floor home, you can feel these things happen by moving your head. Now what the kybun mat does for you is, when you get on this mat and you stand there, it's impossible to stay still because the mat is rebounding constantly. It's adjusting to every movement that my body makes. It's so critical that it will even adjust if I just breathe. As soon as I take a breath in and my ribs expand, my body moves. And every time my body moves, all of those postural muscles, over 300 of them, they're all firing. And they're firing over and over and over and over. Because as my body moves, every muscle that reestablishes my balance has to fire. So by standing still on this keep under, which again is impossible to do, then you are firing and building strong postural muscles. And as I told you, the postural muscles are the important muscles for your foundation, because those spots on the bottom of the feet, if your posture is out of balance, the spots are out of balance. So when you exercise on the kybun mat, it's going to constantly keep you alert, because every time you move, every time you sway, every time you change, those postural muscles are firing. And that's the foundation. I tell my students who have balance problems, people come to me with issues about balance as we age and stuff, and I say, you're not losing your balance unless you have an ear problem and it's a vestibular problem, or a medication problem, that's different. But if you think you're losing your balance without any of those things, then it's probably strength. Because if a person is strong, they can stay out of balance. If a person's muscles are weak, then they have a problem to stand even when they believe that they are in balance. And as you'll learn with the kybun mat, what you thought was balanced in your life, most of the times you were really out of balance. You know, you see someone in the supermarket, they're out of balance. And you see someone holding onto a cart, they're out of balance. People are rarely in balance. And if they never had those 3 spots to check on the bottom of their feet, they would never know it. All right, let me get a little water here. I want you to hydrate, 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 because the kybun mat is going to work on something in the body called fascia. For those of you who don't know what fascia is, it's that white film on a piece of chicken. It's that white stuff that you try and pull, you try and tug. It's part of the connective tissue and that goes through the whole body. And of course, when I had to learn to move again, I had to do a lot of work with the fascia in the body, because there are myofascial chains throughout the body. When you move one part of your body, it moves everything in your body, because the body is like a pulley system. It's a system where there are no bones touching each other. Every bone is suspended with guide wires and cables. So balance and posture means that all these guide wires have to be in balance. And again, this is what the kybun mat does for you in such an incredible way, because especially in these times now where we're stuck in the house and we're not going out, you can turn your home into a home gym with this and a pair of shoes, and a pair of shoes and a mat, and you can have yourself a complete total body workout that will keep you fit and healthy for the rest of your life. So the kybun, you see I have a couple sizes here. This one here is a 2 centimeter one, and the one that I'm standing on is a 6 centimeter one. There's a 4 centimeter one that I don't happen to have with me right now. But they come in different thicknesses, and depending on the person's weight, depending on the person's abilities and challenges, we experiment with different thicknesses. So I'm going to show you a couple of exercises right now that you can do on this mat when you get this mat. So one of the things is that from now on, those 3 spots are going to always be in your attention. The only way to make a change is to become aware of something. So in Qigong and Tai Chi, we always talk about the first movement of change is awareness. Okay, so we become aware. So now I've taught you about those spots on the bottom of your feet. And if you always have them in your attention, then you'll start to realize, oh, I'm always leaning forward. I always have weight on my big toe, which is probably about 60 or 70 or 80% of people in the world. They lean forward. And so now you start to pay attention to those spots. Now, when I give you some exercises to do, and the kybun exercises that you do when you, from the mat that you get from kybun, start to incorporate those spots on the bottom of your feet and start to pay attention to how the weight shifts. How does the weight go from feet to feet? And when you're doing your exercises, one of your goals will be to try and keep those spots balanced while you do them. So in other words, instead of, let me show you. This is doing an exercise out of balance, where I leaned forward and I got up. And then I leaned forward and I got up. Now I can do that because I'm strong and my muscles are strong. But that really overworked my back a lot because every time my head went forward like this, my back had to hold tight to keep me from falling. But how about if I do this? How about if I go down and go up? And if I can keep those spots when I'm here and keep those spots when I'm here, then I am now exercising in balance. So the muscles in the back and the muscles in the front are all doing their fair share. No one is working harder than anything. And when you start to use Qigong principles, and I can teach you, principles of using your breath, the body goes down, the air goes out. The body comes up, the air goes in. So these kinds of movements doesn't require you to run and jump and get all crazy and do all kinds of high energy stuff to get strong. As a matter of fact, you can get much stronger moving slowly than moving fast. Let me just show you one little thing that'll make that clear for you, okay? If I do this, this motion uses about 7 or 8 muscles, okay? Because from here to here is momentum. Once I let my arm drop, the weight of the arm swings to here. So really the muscles from here to here, the muscles are going to get strong. So now here I come along and I tell someone, hey, why don't we do this? There's a muscle to stop it from falling, 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 a muscle to lift it, a muscle to lift it, a muscle to lift it, a muscle. In other words, I'm getting strong 360 degrees while the other person doing this looks really good. They look like they're having a grand old time for themselves. But the muscles from here to here, 3/4 of the circle, they really don't have to do much. Okay? So it's the same with this. If I go down and up and down and up, it's okay. But how about if I go down, and throughout that whole down, I'm checking the spot, and up, and turn the hands and push down and up. So there's a little exercise that we do on this to make the legs strong. You know, one of the craziest things that I hear, most of the places that I teach at are active adult communities, so mostly retired people. And over again I hear, oh my goodness, I have trouble getting out of the car, I have trouble off the couch, I have trouble getting off the toilet, okay? So there's your exercise. You get strong in that full range of motion. It's time to sit down, you can sit down. Get up, you can get up. So that's going to change your life. And you can do that on the kybun mat, where you can now feel your balance all the time. So that's one of the things that you do. Anybody out there having a shoulder injury, some kind of an issue with the shoulder or upper neck, top of the body, especially now, all twisted over the computer. We're sitting home, you know, we're stuck in the house. We're not active or something, what you want to do is, this exercise is called the Egyptian. Take your arms, turn one hand forward, turn the other hand back. Turn one hand forward, turn the other one back. So this is an exercise that we do. And if you watch what happens to my shoulders, one shoulder goes up, one shoulder goes down. One shoulder goes up, one shoulder goes down. So there's a crisscross fascia in the body that crosses the body like this in the front and in the back. And that fascia, when I pull one shoulder down, it pulls this shoulder to my hip, pulls this hip up. When I go the other way, it does the same. So we're incorporating the whole entire fascia in the upper part of the body in this move. All these muscles on the back of the neck, at the top of the back, that are all tight and hard from texting, from working on the computer, from being bent over. Those muscles, you need to open them back up again. And if you think of the fascia like a big rubber band in the body, when you start to move in sequences and start to train the fascia in perfect movement sequences, then your movements feel like rubber. They don't feel like a movement. They feel everything is rubber. And doing this on the mat, you're working all the postural muscles, and now you start to work all the prime movers, and now you have a complete, total whole workout. So one of the other things, for those of you who have shoes already, let me just show you a really fast little exercise. I use this in my balance classes and with people who are recovering from issues that cause them to have problems walking. So, and again, we can do this on the mat. We can put the mat out and do this, but the exercise looks like this. It's just separating the walking gait into 4 stages. So here's the first stage of the gait. Here's the second stage of the gait. Here's the third stage of the gait. And here's the fourth. So if I'm balanced here, and I'm balanced here, and I'm balanced here, and I'm balanced here, this is where the swing takes place, then I can get really strong in those 4 positions. And in those 4 positions are where I want my body to be strong, because those are where falls happen. This is the leading cause of the fall. When this foot hits a rock, hits sand, you go down. So when we learn to be balanced, when we put the foot out, 1. When I bring both feet down, 2. When I lift the rear heel, 3. I bring my toe to the arch, 4. Now I've trained my body to be strong in the 4 stages of the walking gait, and those are the things that are going to translate into balance and strength and protection from falls. One really important thing that I don't want to leave out, because in Chinese medicine, they say if you only have time for 1 exercise a day, it should be a shake. This on the ground for years and years and years. And when I got the kybun mat and I started to use the mat, and we have them all over our home, now when you do a shake, you get the whole entire body into it because the mat is a rebounding point. And rebounding exercises work the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, all the organs that are suspended in fascia in the body are becoming work. So we try to keep the feet, try to keep those spots on the bottom of the feet balanced, and then use your breath. It's called breath of fire. Shh, shh, shh. Every time you breathe out, you squeeze your belly button in. Shh, shh, shh. Put the back of your hands on your kidneys, right here in the soft spot behind, above the pelvis, and shake. Shh, 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 shh. Okay? The simplest exercise in the world. Every single organ in your body, every single function of your body, every single muscle in your body, everything you work in one little simple exercise. And the rebounder makes it fun. You have a lot of fun. All right? Take a nice, and you can do those in your shoes too. You can do that any place. All right? Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. And Joe, you tell me always that you can use the mat or the shoes while you cook in the kitchen at home too, right? While you iron or watch even television, right?
Exactly. You know, I have a training program where I tell people that you need to train a specific amount of time on certain exercises. But then the mat becomes a pleasure to them. I have people that will watch television and they'll stand on it. I have people who read books and they'll stand on it. Debbie and I take this mat from the counter when we cut up the food, to the stove when we cook the food, to the bathroom. Well, normally I have 4 mats in the house, but all of a sudden I've let them out because people were stuck in their homes and couldn't do anything. And so I gave them mats so that they can, during these lockdowns, that there's nothing to do. Atrophy sets in. You get tired. Make a clock every day. Deb and I have a clock on the wall. 10 o'clock in the morning, we meet out here. We put in my video and we do an exercise program together. That'll keep you healthy. And you take the mat and you do your 20, 30 minutes on the mat. Trust me, you're good to go. And we keep you strong.